Hello again and welcome to week 8 of Finance 510. This is Bill Bateman, your instructor. The first thing I'd like to talk about is your exam that was due in week 7. And you may have noticed, or you'll go back when you see your scores, you'll notice that where there should have been 22 questions in part 1 and 20 questions in part 2, there may be 1 or 2 fewer than that. I think what happened is as I was editing out questions for chapters 13 and 20 that we skipped on week 4, I may have actually eliminated questions from the test itself. So I will be adjusting for that, and I'll also be reviewing all the answers to the exam, and I'll be adjusting for any questions that maybe a good number of you got wrong, or maybe or may have errors in them, and I'll be adjusting for that as well. So don't be alarmed or on your initial score on exam number 2, as I will be making some adjustments to the final score. So you should be looking for that towards the middle of the week. You may remember from last week's announcement that quiz number 7, which was on last week's material, I'd extended the due date on that quiz until Thursday, March 1st at 11:59 p.m. So the intent there was to give you as much time as you needed to get ready for exam number 2 and then move on to the new material, with quiz number 7 being due this week, Thursday, March 1st. You remember that in week number 6, we assigned Excel assignment number 2, and that is due next Monday, March 5th at 11:55 p.m. Note that it does not extend to 11:59 p.m. as we normally do for quizzes. For some reason, the system only accepts times due on 5-minute increments. So in order to send that up, you'll go into Excel assignment number 2, which is located on week 6, and your Dropbox you should find on that page. In the past, I've had students ask if I would look at their assignment before they submitted it, and I'm sorry, but I make it a general practice not to do this. I know that there may be other instructors elsewhere that are willing to do this, but in my mind, looking at an assignment and giving feedback before it's been submitted in the final form is no different than reviewing a multiple choice exam and giving feedback on that before it's submitted. So no hard feelings, hopefully, on either side, but it's just something that I've always made a practice not to do, and won't be able to offer you that help on this activity. Moving on to week 8 now, you'll see that we have new material, which has to do with valuing equities and stocks, and we also have a quiz number 8 on this new material. We're going to catch up, get back on track this week. So the quiz number 8 will be due next Monday at 11:59, getting back on our normal schedule. You'll see that we have a number of what I think are really great lectures on using valuation techniques to determine the value of a stock or the value of an organization, and preferred stock as well. I recommend always using Excel when you do these kind of problems. Unless you can do this kind of math in your head, or you're very good with a financial calculator, I think Excel is the best tool. As a matter of fact, if you should call me for help, or if you should have a question on a exam answer, which some of you have already know this from experience, I'll show you how it's done in Excel. I can't do this math in my head, and the financial calculator is great for some problems, but when it gets into discounted cash flow, I think you're best off using the Excel functions. So that about does it for this week. I know I've been moving things around and rearranging due dates and so forth. I've been doing that with your best interest in mind. But if you're the least bit confused about a due date or what's expected, please give me a text or an email or give me a call. Again, the questions to the instructor Doesn't always get caught as quick. Those of you who have called me or sent text know that I respond almost instantly. So that's the best way to get a hold of me if you have any questions at all. Again, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.